it's me. No, that does work. What are you doing? Oh, it's not worth it, is it? You can come in after the BMW. You can come in. What did you just do? What was that? Okay. I crashed the Chaser.
It's fine, it was only the curb, let me show you.
I went to buy some topsoil for my lawn, the rear end was lower than it should have been, and I kissed the curb and the bumper's now kind of snapped away. I could cable tie it, or I could take that car this weekend. Yes, I'm taking the Viper this year, although I almost didn't make it because there's been an accident back there. Luckily I'm on the other side, so other than rubbernecking, I'm not in all this traffic. The trip began with an hour-long ferry ride over to the sunny Isle of Wight. I returned to my car, disembarked and joined the island's roads.
Exit the roundabout onto Racecourse.
Not long later, we pulled into our accommodation and met our hosts for the weekend.
Hello. Sorry. Oh, you just snout. These pigs. Boop.
Huh? After an evening of light partying and entertainment, we cured our hangover with an aqua park and lake swimming, and now we're ready to get in the car, go find Military Road and all the other cars that are on the island this weekend. Now, we are a little bit late into the day, so we don't know what cars are on the island yet. And apparently, there's quite a lot of traffic, so we're going to come across a queue, I reckon, to get in. We cruised around Military Road for a bit, gauging the popularity of the area before heading to the main car park to park up. Apparently there are spaces in there. Oh, we've got unmarked police officer here, behind a bike. Is he trying to get through? Maybe. As I approached, I saw a high-vis jacket, but I'd been told by a friend of mine that there were still plenty of spaces available, so presumed she was there to guide cars out. Right. There. Why not? If they're coming out, because they're coming in, listen to the people. Just one car, and that one behind me. Sorry. Oh no! I'll switch it off. Oh. Can I please enter the car park, please? It's not At this point, my microphone was attached to my seatbelt in the car, but she was refusing my entry despite there being lots of room and various cars leaving, so I asked if she wanted to get an approaching police car involved. The police didn't seem interested, so after more discussion, I asked if I could go away and come back later. Would I be allowed in? To which she said yes. So before leaving, I tried one last time to at least get the car off the road. I wasn't allowed in. No? Not let in? I've been paraded in. Right, I'm off the road now. I'm in. They're taking a picture of my plate. After that last attempt, I realised I would have to go away and come back because she did say she'd let me in if I did so. Right, I'm going to have to reverse onto the road now. Are the police going to let me out? Yeah. Thank you. Ah, boo! Boo! What, burnout with the police behind? Oh, come on! Oh, it's a boo! So they're not allowing cars in. Apparently there's no space. Well, I've pulled in somewhere else. Doesn't look like there's meant space here either. Well, I've turned around to come back. Apparently they're letting cars in again, but she said don't let that in. So she's not going to let me in, but they're letting other cars in, which I think is going to cause more of a disturbance. There are loads of spaces, I can tell. Yeah, they are letting cars in now. Okay. They're letting cars in now, it seems.
There is loads of space in there.
Apparently she's going to block this car from coming in now, she says. But apparently she said, I'm not letting that in if he comes back, she said. Yeah, a lot of cars are leaving, cars are pulling in, so cars are being allowed in, and there's loads of space, I can see. So if she doesn't allow me in, that's because obviously I tried getting in earlier and she's annoyed.
Adam,
hello.
We're going to walk you into the show.
Yeah.
We'll guard your car at the front, force you in.
That's
and
right.
then we want a group photo, yeah?
Yeah, sure, yeah. Because she said she's not going to let this car in whatever now.
We don't like her anyway. She can't touch us, we'll just walk in front of it.
But she's letting others in, so it should be, yeah. Right, look, I'm being guided in now. There we go. Are they blocking the car so she can't recognise it? He's in. Hey, excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Why? Why am I not allowed in? I wasn't rude. How was I rude? How was I rude? Do you want me to turn it off?
Turn your car off, just leave it. Just leave it there.
Right. I mean, I think this solves the problem. Or makes problems, I think.
I don't know, it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm parked, I think. I don't think I was rude, I just wanted to come in. I saw cars coming out. No, I recorded it all, I can play it back and say I wasn't rude to you.
The reason why
Yeah.
you were trying to push me with the car.
No, I wasn't pushing you. I was trying to get off the road because of the traffic. Yeah.
But you just drive on then.
Yeah, but I couldn't at that point.
The car park was full.
And I was trying to explain, I knew it wasn't because my friend is in there with about 80 spaces in there.
It doesn't matter. I've said
No,
to
that
you,
does
just
matter.
to carry on.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't. So I've just said to you.
I think that does, because that's the whole reason you told me not to come in. Because you said there were no spaces. But there were. So that does matter.
Whether that there was not, I was trying to move traffic on at the moment.
I know,
It's getting
so please
really,
move
there's a
me
lot of
on.
pedestrians on the road,
Yeah.
and it's getting really, really, really dangerous.
Exactly, so let's get cars off the road.
No, my colleague has said to you,
Yeah.
you're not coming in today, and that's it.
This one is in.
No,
If you don't want it, if you don't want it any in, if you don't want it in anymore, that's where it will say.
No, you can't do that.
I can. Ice cream van.
Ice cream right here. Right here.
Got a bit of bird dirt on it. Oh. Cool. Right.
I think it's time for group photo.
Yeah.
If you're standing in front of it, just slowly walk back, they can't touch you.
I heard it won't start now.
Oh, are we daisy chaining the car in?
Yes.
But I'll be told off for, you know. Okay, let's give it a go.
The law is all
Yeah. Well, we're going to try and daisy chain the car in. Alright, I'm trying to be fair, and they're saying, no, your car is not coming in. So everyone else is going to daisy chain me in. So they drive forward, they walk forwards as I roll forwards. I don't think this is going to work. Okay, so they're moving forwards. Okay, I'm being paraded in. This is the car community coming together to help me get in. She's trying to push them out of the way so that we don't let the car in. What is she doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, it's not worth it, is it? It's just not worth it. Well, I'm safer now at least, so we can get other cars in. There is space. You can come in after the BMW, you can come in. There's loads of space. Let's get them. Try and guide the cars in, but...
Are they trying to...
Oh yeah, they won't let the car in. Yeah, no, you can come in. Go around. They don't allow the Viper in, but other cars are allowed in.
I think it's time for group photo.
Yeah. I don't think I've been rude at all. But
No, you haven't. That's bullshit.
No. Because they thought I was rude.
I love the fact that she called the police even though she was the one that just assaulted everybody.
Yeah.
And with that, I found a gap.
I'm going to try and roll it in.
Let's go. He might be getting in.
With no high-vis in front of me, the crowd all made a clearing for me. Other than this guy. who pretended not to listen and realise what was going on. I started rolling before I realised he wasn't moving.
Oh no.
And that was his response.
What did you just do?
Turning around, like, fair play, but that was a bit moody.
What was that?
That's a bottle.
Okay,
I was
it
moving
wasn't
out
a
of the
rock.
way. You
I don't know.
ready to run me over. I'm moving out of the way.
No, I'm happy to say sorry, but please don't throw things. I know it's all in the heat.
It was a plastic bottle.
But
Literally nearly
I
run me
thought it was
over.
one of the rocks. I thought it was a rock. I was like, why are you throwing a rock at the car?
I respect cars, 100%. I don't disrespect people's cars at all. So sorry about that.
It's only on the windscreen anyway. Oh.
One of his friends told me that he wasn't a fan of mine anyway, which made sense. But after another chat with the high-vis...
I can show you the footage of you assaulting the people in front of my car if the police have called.
They were blocking.
I know.
So I was moving them out
They were
of the
blocking-
way.
they were blocking.
And I'm SAA, so I'm well entitled.
You're SAA.
SIA, so I'm
SIA.
actually entitled.
Are you entitled?
To actually touch
I found another gap, but my GoPro had stupidly turned into photo mode.
I'm going in. I found a gap. Hey! Oh my god. Right, I'm in. They're not running after me. Oh, that was. I just found a gap. Yes. Everyone's cheering. There's so much space. I forgot to film that. Well,
So you got a bit of a pushing over, it's fine.
yeah. Got to shout out VKS Car Photography. He's been getting shots of all the cars on the road at the same time. But we are here in the Viper. Let's go to the beach. Beach. Thank you. Well, I suppose I could relax a little bit now and see the cars as they roll in, as everyone's allowed to roll in. The R34 in Bayside Blue. Very shiny. Here's the Volvo that was behind me earlier. It's slowing down. Oh no, and they're going straight on. They don't seem to mind. I think the beach is this way. The high-vis people are talking to other people now. And there's focuses on the road. Escort cabriolet with a sticker showcase. Yay, sandy beach for the dog! Look at her go! Oh, that's a cool rock! Yeah! Yeah! That's another cool rock! Yeah, it is! What's she found? What have you found? She loves the beach. Yeah! But after a quick beach stop, I think it's time to go. We're going to try and leave. We should get out fine, easier than getting in. Well, at least all the car guys have been friendly towards me, other than the guy that threw a water bottle onto my windscreen. But I chatted with him. I made sure I paid my £2 donation to the parking for an hour, so shouldn't get any ticket in the post. Oh, we're out. Goodbye, everyone. Now we're off to get some cow's milk from cows. There's a town called Cows with an E in it, and they have their own cows, and those cows produce cow milk just down the road from Cows. We're going to get the cow's milk from Cows. See you in Cows.
That wasn't the end of the drama though, as a police report had been filed against me by the high-vis citizens. So stick around to the end of this video to hear that debate. But I enjoyed cruising around in the Viper, the roads almost to myself, until we reached the cow's milk dispenser. Cow's milk acquired, the heavens opened, so I continued on to Culver Down, a classic spot on the island to grab traditional photos of the Viper. After queuing for several other cars to do the same, I got my shots of the car and sped over to Shanklin for an evening car meet.
Now I don't know if it's a bit of a cruise, but I think most of the antics are happening down here. I really can't stay long because the photo shoot location took so long that I'm going to be late for the takeover party on site. So Needs 10 minutes tops. Oh yes, this seems to be the strip. Oh, I'm gonna have to take the Viper down here, aren't I? I think that's the main car park where most have housed their cars. We'll have a walk around. I mean, starting with a pink Evoque, and people are double parked. It is quite a popular venue. We'll see a lot of these cars in the show tomorrow. The main show is on the Sunday. We've got the Castrol Celica GT4 with the S14. There are some cool cars here today. A little Lupo GTI on the ground. I really do need to go. People are ringing me, telling me to leave Sierra and the Escort Cosworth. The meet is hosted by Emily and Islander every single year on this night. I really can't stay long. I need to drive through this crowd and go to the takeover site. They don't like the speed bumps. Right. Let's be having you speed bumps. Oh, little tap. Now there is another car park here on the right that I didn't have time to look around, and it looks just as busy. We've got the Focus on the left in purple. Ooh, bump.
I left the car meet and continued on my way to the takeover site for the pre-show party, pulled into the car park and witnessed a proposal.
Listen up, you're gonna like it. We found each other because of cars, so it's only right that I say this with hundreds of people. If you look at me, you'll find the next step to our future together. Will you marry me?
A few songs later, we retired for the night, ready for the next day. The plan for the Sunday was a lot more straightforward. Drive to the show site, join the traffic, and enter the show. I parked up and enjoyed looking around the show at all the unique builds that had turned up. There will be a separate video of the takeover show itself, but after a long day I got back in the car to head to our ferry. I loaded up and we sailed back across to conclude this dramatic video.
But I'm going to catch up with you once I am home, because there's more to say about what happened yesterday that involves a police report and more findings out since I've watched other people's footage of everything that transpired. So I'll see you when I'm back at mine. Oh, got a few notes. So apparently there's a police report coming my way. I haven't seen it yet. I've just heard rumour about a lot of things. Heard that I've been rude and aggressive towards them. Unfortunately, the microphone wasn't playing at the start of it, but you can tell here, I'm not being aggressive in any way. Also, the first thing I said to them was, "Can I please enter the car park, please?"
Can I please enter the car park, please?
So I knew that there were plenty of spaces in the car park, and cars had already started parking on the side of the road, up on the banks, which, if anything, is more dangerous. And no, I didn't need to try and get in, but I had all these voices of encouragement around me that suggested that obviously something was going on, something was up with this. So I stood my ground, you could say. I'd just like to say that this little meet has got nothing to do with the Isle of Wight Takeover guys. So their show is on the Sunday, but obviously people come over for the whole weekend, myself included, and that is the largest car park in the Military Road area, so people just naturally meet there every single year. And the takeover guys have got a traffic light system for cars that misbehave on the island, and obviously my number plate was given into them as a straight away red flag. You should not be allowed into the event. Obviously at the time of the event it only just happened, so they didn't have time to really work out what had happened. There will be a secondary video of the event, so make sure you hit that bell when you subscribe to be notified for that one. Anyway, this isn't meant to be that kind of video. So I left eventually because she did say if I go away and then come back later that she'd allow me in. You can see her nodding. And of course, as soon as I left, she started calling me all these hurty words to other people. That's when I found out that she actually wasn't going to let me in. So obviously, I had to try. Everyone thought it was just a bit of fun. You could tell with the atmosphere of the crowd, even myself, you know, bit funny, bit of fun. So they all started daisy chaining me in, and then that's when the high-vis lady started using her SIA approved training to remove them. She said that was, you know, within her entitlement, and it wasn't. I mean, they never actually told me initially who they were. If they were like, oh, we're from the National Trust, this car park's managed by us, and just talked about what they were doing, then maybe things would have been different. I know they don't have to tell me. I'm not entitled enough to demand information right here and now, but they never actually explained anything. So as far as I was aware, it's just people in a high-vis jacket, which these days doesn't mean anything, just telling me that I can't park when there's loads of spaces there. They said they have content, although apparently the other high-vis lady started filming and then put her phone down when the other high-vis started battling people out of the way of the car, and then continued filming when the wrongdoing was done. You know, you'd expect that. I've hidden all their identities because you never know what kind of bad day anyone might have been having leading up to their decisions that they've made. So I've blurred their faces and I've just hidden their identities. I've since learned their identities. So obviously, as I said, his friend came up to me and said that he wasn't a fan of mine anyway in the first place. And then while I was editing the video, I could tell that he was trying to, you know, heckle amongst the crowd negatives. Obviously, he was falling to deaf ears. I don't think anyone heard him. So I had no idea that he was there making a point to stand in my way. You can tell in the video he was obviously standing there, not listening to his friend tapping him on the shoulder, telling him to move out the way because I've had a gap. So it was done on purpose, but I apologised to him because as far as I was aware at the time, I might have spooked him because he hadn't realised I was rolling forward. I didn't know what was going on. So I said my sorries. I thought it was a rock he'd thrown. I was happier to find out it was a plastic bottle. Just respect cars. I know he said he does respect cars, but anyway. So just, you know, as a form of apology to the National Trust, because I mean, I probably wasted a lot of resources. Those two high-vis jackets could have been used for much useful things at the time, so I've left a link down in the video description for you to donate to the National Trust. I actually used their car park earlier in the year in the Viper. I visited Lidford Gorge, which was beautiful, managed by the National Trust, and I had no problems getting this car into their car park there. So that's the link for you. I think that's all I've got to say. As I say, not all of the people that were there on the Saturday are actually there for the takeover show on the Sunday, because they limit tickets and they do a very good job of managing the cars and people that misbehave. So obviously that's why the National Trust gave my reg into them. I look forward to seeing the police report. The police didn't respond to any 999 calls on the day because there were far more serious things going on. And I hope you enjoyed this video from a great weekend, to be fair. Me and my friends had a good laugh. It's always a good show going to the Isle of Wight Takeover. But for now, thanks for watching.